Now, the Wabash Valley's most watched newscast continues with Ross Rawling and sports.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This year's Class A Boys Basketball State Championship will be coming home right here to the Wabash Valley. For the first time ever, we have an all-Wabash Valley state final as Rockville and Loogootee both took care of business at semi-state. Let's start with the Rocks, taking on Fort Wayne Canterbury at the Class A Lafayette Jeff semi-state. The fans were keeping track of Lane Mahurin's point total, needed just 14 to reach 1,000. Mahurin, the friendly bounce right there. He finished with 20. Congrats on going over 1,000, big guy. His layup here puts the Rocks up 10 in the first half. Canterbury would erase that deficit with a 13-0 run in the second quarter. Nice move to the hole right there. The Rocks trailed by 1 at the half. Dave Mahurin drawing up some plays. Jordan McFall had a big third quarter, sinking 6 of his 7 points in the quarter. Nice jumper by the big man. Huge play in the game. Rocks down 1 into the third quarter. Cody Jeffries, 3 of his 14, and Rockville leads 38-36 headed to the fourth. Gary Ulrich would heat up in that quarter. The Rocks sharpshooter would help Rockville build a 10-point lead. Ulrich bingo on the corner 3, but give Canterbury credit. They keep fighting back. This 3 by Grant Sin ties it at 48 with under 4 minutes to go, but Ulrich was the difference down the stretch. Moments later, 1, 2, 3. He gives Rockville the lead for good. Ulrich scored 13 of his 15 in the fourth quarter. Love to see this. Rockville's dream comes true. They win 63-58 and capture their first ever semi-state. A big reason for the win, the play of Gary Ulrich down the stretch.
I wasn't hitting in the first half, and the coaches kept on telling me to keep shooting, and I stayed confident and listened to what they said, and we ended up winning.
Well, Gary started off struggling with this jumper, and we just made him promise he'd keep shooting. He's too good a shooter not to, and he really came through in the clutch.
But Gary over here stepped up to get him, and we just pulled through. It was a whole team effort. It wasn't a one-man show at all, and this is what you dream about.
We weren't scared, and Coach believed in us, our town believed in us, and we had to do what we had to do to win, get to the state finals, and it's been a dream come true, and we finally made it.
It's been a dream of mine personally since I was playing for Pat Rady at South, and I know these kids, it means an awful lot to them and the community. We're just very happy.
With the Rocks in the finals, Loogootee looking to follow suit against Edinburgh. Early on, this was Aaron Howell asserting himself on the offensive end. He takes the feed from Connor Whitmer and puts the Lions up by 1. First quarter winding down, Bryant Ackerman going to work in the post. Physical guard, uses his body, picks up 2 off the window. Loogootee up 6 after 1. Connor Whitmer can really pass it. Nice look to Matt Matthias for the hoop and the foul, but the Lions would go to the locker room down 4. Second half, Lions trailed the whole third quarter but kept it really tight with shots like that. Colin Nelson drilling the 3-ball, and then the senior Ackerman, so tough off the dribble, to the rack with the blow-by quickness to make it 32-30 halfway through 3. He can share it too, folks. Ackerman, the drive and kick to his running mate Connor Whitmer. A big-time 3 from the corner to cut it to 1. Trailing by 1-6 for most of this second half, the Lions never got rattled. Ackerman draws the contact, gets the roll on the bucket. Then down by 4, it's the big fellow, Whitmer, from the corner again. That cuts it to 1 yet again. And Will Nante gets a steal, leads to the biggest shot of the game, Matt Matthias. Give me all 3 of those. The Lions are back on top. That gym was electric. Ackerman buried 10 straight from the line down the stretch to finish with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Whitmer added 17, and the Lions are headed back to state for the first time since 2005. They win at 61-50. After the game, Coach Wagner had high praises for his star guard.
If he's not an all-stater, and if he's not on that all-star team, there's something wrong up there in Indianapolis.
This is what we worked hard for all year. We knew we could do it, and to finally do it, it feels great.
And I told them our shots will come. Just keep playing our game. Don't get panicky. Don't get excited. Don't rush it. Once we got a couple of 3s out of Connor and got the lead, I looked up. We were in the bonus. I said, "This game's over. We're going to delay, boys. Let's do it right now."
It's the Super Bowl. It's the World Series. It's everything that is for us. I mean, it's a big deal, and we want to be the first one in our school's history. I mean, even with our tradition, we just haven't got one, and we want to be the team to do that.
To have 2 teams this close together in the state finals, that shows a lot about basketball around this area, which is pretty cool.